Hi, so we're team number 9 working on the intensive livestock farming in Italy. Our product is called baebae ALGAE, and we are composed of Elena, Cecilia, Sophia, Danar, Rally, Rodrigo, and myself, Adri.
Okay, so for the purposes of our video, we are going to be using Bob as a hypothetical farmer. We're basing Bob off of an interview that we found where farmers were talking about the pressures on them imposed by the Italian food market. Basically, what's happening is they're gradually being underpaid and forced out of the food industry by a lack of demand from consumers. They're being paid less, and so they all have to come together and work in a monopolistic market under one big name brand in order to keep their businesses alive. We can infer through this that their policies might be more relaxed considering they're making less revenue and their businesses are facing budget cuts and they're under the regulations of the monopolistic market. This correlates directly with the pre-existing data we found if you look at the chart on the left earlier in the process about the GDP shares of agriculture decreasing significantly within the last few decades. So what we can infer through this, again, is that Bob is making less money and is getting more sloppy with his disposal of manure leaking into the rivers.
What do you think the problem with cow poop is? Is it really disgusting since it attracts so many mosquitoes and flies? Is it that poop smells so terrible that even neighbors complain about it? The worst characteristic of livestock poop is its composition containing nitrogen. The next slide, you can see due to the financial cut, farmers may choose to pour manure into the river instead of disposing of it properly. The picture is the accident of manure spill in Campania. The nitrogen in the poop dissolves into the river, leading to eutrophication.
Eutrophication is a phenomenon that occurs when the environment becomes enriched with nutrients. This can be a problem in marine habitats such as lakes and rivers, as it can cause an excessive algal bloom. This issue is often related to intensive breeding, since sometimes the manure runs off into nearby water, causing an increase in nutrient levels. This causes an algal bloom, which disrupts normal ecosystem functioning and causes many problems. The algae may use up all the oxygen in the water, leaving no one for other marine life. This results in the death of many aquatic organisms, such as fish, which need the oxygen in the water to live. The bloom of algae may also block sunlight from photosynthetic marine plants under the water surface. To conclude, the algae even produce toxins that are harmful to higher forms of life. This can cause problems along the food chain and affect any animal that feeds on them.
So how are we planning to fix this problem? Talking about the body of water, we created this prototype. And what is this prototype? We created ultrasonic cleaner, which is a structure, technological structure that cleans water via ultrasonic waves. And ultrasonic waves work in the following way. They are spread through the water in a capacity of 20 kilohertz. And what they do is that when they impact the algae, because of the algae is an unibacterial organism, the ultrasonic waves, they separate the atoms and they break the structure. So what it will start to happen is that the algae will stop being produced, and at some point it will start falling from the top of the water, and it will become organic waste. What we wanted to innovate about this is that instead of using at the shore, we wanted to introduce it at the very middle of a lake or a river or even the ocean. And it will have a structure for it to not be moving and be static by designing the platform or attaching it to the ground. And of course, using solar energy because it's sustainable and it will be a better way. And as you can see, it's a really good technological trending because it doesn't contaminate and it has really good impact in water.
And basically, our prototype has no short-term effects, and it requires approximately 2 or 3 years just to show first results. So by that time, local water supplies and the atmosphere will be purified by 50% from the nitrogen. So water inhabitants and local farmers will be less affected by high levels of nitrogen.
In 2019, Italy has managed to spend over 2.3 million euros on stopping eutrophication. So for every baebae algae, we will need about 5,800 euros, and we can start by placing 20 in the Po River in Italy. Reallocation money will come from the sale of excess manure, since it is a great opportunity to produce specialty value-added products from livestock manure for marketing to consumers based on the fiber contents of the manure. By extracting and using solid fiber from the manure, farmers can make a significant profits, and therefore Bob will be financially independent and satisfied.
And that is the story of how Ivo Wazowski died and Bob got rich. Thank you very much.